Stalingrad, the turning point of World War II. It began with fire. Bombs rained from the sky as the German war machines surged into the city named after Stalin. But what Hitler thought would take weeks became a 6-month hell. This is the story of Stalingrad, where an empire bled, a dictator gambled, and the war turned forever. In the summer of 1942, Hitler launched Operation Blue, aiming to seize the oil fields of the Caucasus. But one city stood in his path: Stalingrad, a key industrial center on the Volga River. More than just a strategic target, it was symbolic. Hitler wanted to crush Stalin's namesake. Stalin vowed to defend it at all costs. The German Sixth Army, led by General Paulus, pushed into the city. Air raids flattened Stalingrad, turning it into rubble. But the Soviets didn't retreat, they dug in. What followed wasn't war, it was urban slaughter, street by street, building by building, sometimes room by room. The Germans called it the Rat War. Snipers, flamethrowers, grenades in basements, every inch cost lives. By November, it seemed the Germans might win. They controlled most of the city, but they made one fatal mistake. They left their flanks exposed, defended only by weaker Romanian and Hungarian forces. On November 19, 1942, the Red Army struck back with Operation Uranus. 2 massive Soviet Pintas encircled Stalingrad, trapping 300,000 Axis soldiers inside. Winter came, supplies ran out, temperatures dropped below 30 degrees C. The Luftwaffe couldn't keep up. Starvation, frostbite and desperation took over. Inside the pocket, General Paulus requested permission to break out. Hitler refused. "You will stand and fight to the last man." Days turned to weeks. Men froze in their trenches, holed up, in ruined factories, eating horse meat and wallpaper paste. On January 31st, 1943, Paulus did the unthinkable. He surrendered. It was the first time in German history a field marshal had surrendered. 2 days later, the remaining German forces capitulated. The numbers were staggering. Over 2 million casualties, dead, wounded, or missing. It was one of the bloodiest battles in human history. But beyond the horror, Stalingrad was a turning point. For the first time, the Nazi war machine had been decisively stopped and rolled back. From this point on, Germany would only retreat. For the Soviets, it became a symbol of unbreakable will. For the Germans, a warning of overreach and hubris. The world saw that Hitler was not invincible and that the tide had begun to turn. Stalingrad was not just a victory, it was a reckoning. A frozen graveyard for an army that thought it could conquer the East. And in the ruins of a shattered city, history pivoted.